What's going on, everybody? This is Motovlog here, and this is my review of the 2019 Sport Glide. As you can see, I've done a few things to it already, so it is not stock. Go over a few things. It does have the 107 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 motor in it, which is an oil-cooled head motor, and it puts out right at about 110 foot-pound of torque and right about 85 horsepower. The Sport Glide itself does have inverted front forks, which you can see right here. Easy way to tell, at least for modern Harleys, is you got these little fork guards right there. They improve the handling and the responsiveness of the bike. They do come with the 18-inch Mantis wheel in the front. It's an 18, 130 width wheel. And then going over to the back, you have a 180 width wheel, and it's a 16-inch wheel. The thing with this Sport Glide, I've added the Harley Quick Detach sissy bar with backrest. It has a 6-speed manual transmission. I get roughly about 50 miles a gallon average on this thing, even with the stage 1 on it. That's kind of a mixed driving on it. The left fuel tank right here is actually a dummy one. It's for visual purposes, but the bike comes standard with a, as you can see right here, cruise control. You also have standard ABS on it. So just firing it up right here. It primes up right there. Right now it's set for RPM. But you have the total mileage, trip A, trip B, your range, your time, and back at RPM. You also have on the very top here is your fuel gauge, which you can see I just filled it up. But it's got a 5-gallon fuel tank. I do get about 200 miles till the 180 to 200 miles till the light comes on. One cool feature on these Softails that people don't really utilize that much is right here is a USB charging port. You can put in a charger for your phone, GoPro, GPS, what have you, and it's really handy. You do have a detachable windscreen right here, and these saddlebags right here got a quick, and got some stuff in there for when I went shopping. When I go shopping, I keep bags in there, but they open up. They're pretty big. They open as a clamshell design, and they come off pretty easily. You do have your lock and unlock right there. Close her back up. The only gripe I have with these bags is they show scratches pretty easily. You can see right here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a couple little baby ones right there. I did change out the muffler to a Cobra 909 exhaust muffler. And these are the black heat shields, and I do have the Arlen Ness Velocity 65 intake with Vance & Hines Fuel Pack 3. I've also changed out these front indicators to custom dynamic pro beams, LED turn signals. Comes standard with an LED headlight with a projector, I don't know what they call it, but it's a halo style LED, really bright, really nice. And little known fact is the Sport Glide comes standard with LED rears. Let's take her out on the road and see what she does. Alright, let's take her for a spin here. So, really easy. You got forward controls. You have only a toe shifter on the front here. Like I said, you have standard ABS and you have standard cruise control. Got balls, I'll tell you that. The rear end will get squirrely on you, and I got rubber going in a second, but this thing is comfortable. Now, for a stock seat on this bike, it's equipped for 2 uprighting, but I highly suggest you change that stock seat out if you're going to have a passenger on you, your pillion, because it's like a 10 to 15 minute seat. But for the rider, at least for me, I'm 5'10" and about 200 pounds. I mean, it does a job. I've been on this bike for a few hours at a time, and it's just been comfortable. I mean, for me, I have no complaints, but my wife does not like the way it feels being on the back of the stock seat, so I would suggest changing it out. The Mantis wheels, some people love them, some people hate them. I personally like them. They're different. That's part of the reason why I got this bike. It's different than your average run-of-the-mill Harley. You know, it's not a got the same kind of look as a Road Glide or a Street Glide or a, say, a Heritage, if you want to go with something with bags. But the inverter front forks really help a lot when you turn. And all right, buddy. Anyways, like I said, you get about 50 miles a gallon. It does take premium, so the blockhead says 93 dead dinosaurs, or 91, depends where you live. But it is a really comfortable bike. Your cruise control is a godsend on a long ride. Again, having 200-mile range before your light comes on, it's nice to have. Another thing too is about this bike. I know I'm talking on this red light, it's a big red light, but it's 700 pounds wet, you know, and a lot of people, especially people that are new to motorcycling, are like, whoa, that's heavy. And it's not heavy, it's about middle ground for a cruiser, but it is heavy for like a sport bike and what have you. But the way this bike is designed, the weight is a lot lower, so you're not really feeling it. You know, if you want to take your turns, you don't feel it. You can toss it around pretty good. I guess that's why they call it the Sport Glide, because it's not really a touring bike. It's not really a sport bike or a sportster in a sense, but it's kind of a medium in between. You have your, oh, I'm just getting all the red lights, all right. All the red lights. Hold that thought.
One eternity later.
Alright, back to your regular programming. But it's more nimble than a touring bike. You know, say the Road King and the Street Glide and Road Glides. You got the same motor as a Street Glide, you know, all those standard bikes. Now the specials come with a 114. This one only has a 107, which has plenty of power for this bike. You know, you're 150 pounds less than, say, a Road Glide standard, same motor. You can do the math. And I'm at another red light. But the thing is you're getting two benefits. You're getting better mileage with it. You're getting better performance out of it. Engine's not trying as hard, so it feels more responsive when you do get on it. So it's kind of a win-win-win-win, at least for what I want to do it. Who do I suggest this bike to? I really wouldn't suggest it to a brand new rider. It is easy to ride, but just the power of it, you know, you could really goose that throttle and get some problems with you. Get into trouble really quick is what I mean. But somebody that's looking for a bike that could go do some light touring, and that's also good around town, because I'll be honest, I keep the bags on it all the time. I got no problems with that. I mean, she's not even trying, but she's going. So yeah, she's like a sport tour in a sense. Is what it is you can take the bags off and take the fairing off, and you got yourself a little bar hopper, if you call it that. Of course, you can't do that right now because of the COVID-19, but if you just want a round town bike, you just want to cruise on, take everything off. You want to go on a nice little ride, put it all on. You can even get a bigger windshield for this, and get around this person and go on light touring. You know, you're not going to have as much room as, say, the touring bikes do, but you're still going to have quite a bit in your bags, and you're able to go comfortably, go the distance. And I'd argue that in some aspects this bike is actually a little bit more comfortable than a touring bike as far as the suspension goes. I feel that these eat the bumps up pretty good on those new soft tail frames. I was gonna go, but Mr. Yellow over here, but yeah, she's got power. You don't have to rev it all the way out to get your power. I'm in 5th gear going 45, and I'm getting around people. It's jumping. Things I want to kind of do to it is the get a cam on it. I want to change these bars out just because every bike that you get from the factory is set up for an average rider. Okay, so the problem that you're gonna have is it's not set up perfectly for everybody, but for most people. And I'm not most people apparently, because it's not set up right for me. Don't get me wrong, it's still comfortable, but you know, if I want to have it perfect condition, perfect everything, change the bars out for something a little bit higher. So anyways, that's my bike review of the 2019 Sport Glide FLSB. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think about this bike. And also, I have in my description down below, down there, all the stuff I bought to get set up for a motovlog, minus the helmet, just because helmets are very particular. Everybody has different size heads and everything, but camera stuff, mounting equipment, how I mounted it, I'm fixing to do a how-to on my motovlog setup. Alright, talk to you later. Peace.